Hello, welcome to Tanderdraco YouTube, Tanderdraco Gaming YouTube. I've got a random game here between who knows who. This is a TvZ that was sent to me, and it's got a special surprise in it for you guys, so stick around, this is going to be pretty cool. I have not seen how this goes, but I know what the surprise is, so I think this is going to be a pretty entertaining game. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more StarCraft casting. I'm not even sure if this game was on the ladder or if it was an unranked thing, but it looks like a pretty standard 1v1 so far. We've got, I'll call him Salve in the blue in the top right. And this looks like a barcode in the top left. But we'll go Lil. Call him Lil, or the Zerg. Orange Zerg, blue Terran. This third character is just an obs, I think. Observer. So we've got a standard opening so far, nothing too crazy. That looks like it's gonna be 12 hatch out of the Zerg player here. Overlord is luckily scouting in the correct direction. And here we've got the barracks started on the high ground here. This looks to me like polypoid. Okay, looks like a scouting drone, interesting enough. And then we've got another drone headed down, probably to make the 12 hatch here. Okay, so 12 hatch. I know it said 11, but right as the hatchery went down, that extra drone got started, so basically a 12 hatch. Drone is going to be cross-scouting, but the Overlord is finding it, so the drone should be turning around unless it's going for a third hatch. This might be a third base here. I'm going to turn around. Found the Terran opponent in the top right. Got a factory right away here, so I'm not familiar with any kind of factory expand builds. This might be some kind of tech rush, but usually you want to be taking your expansion here, but okay, factory. I know that you can rush right into Starport for a Valkyrie build. You could also do a Goliath build. I know that's a thing as well. Oh, interesting, the Marine just kind of lets the drone in. So drone is going to scout the super fast factory. So I don't know if we're going to see some kind of mech play here, or a rush into Science Vessel or Valkyrie or something, or Wraith. You could do a Wraith, like a 1-1-1, one barracks, one factory, one starport into like a Wraith thing, or there's a lot of different ways you could do it. Lynx moving in here, going to be 6 of them to pressure, but more than enough SCV support to let these Marines get the firepower they need. Let's check on the Zerg space here. Just droning up with the 2 bases there. I've got this scouting drone that's still alive, which is kind of nice, so he can definitely scout in later to figure out what the Terran is up to. Terran is up to something weird. There's a starport, so it's kind of a 1-1-1. I'm not sure exactly what the most optimal 1-1-1 build is, not being a Terran player. I haven't really studied the Terran openings that well. It does seem like you usually want to be taking an expansion pretty soon, though. So good micro from that Vulture. Just taking 1 hit and cleaning up all these Lings. The Lings didn't really get much done here, but we do have this drone again that's going to be able to go in at some key timing to be able to get a scout off and figure out what the heck Terran is up to. Science facility right away. Okay, so maybe early science vessels. This doesn't look like a normal build. I'm actually a little bit confused here. The Academy has done their stim and the medic, so that's pretty normal. So maybe we're just gonna have really fast science vessels. That would be one way of fighting off Mutalisks or Lurkers, because it looks like Zerg is going for early 2-base Lurkers. Spire is going down as well. Third hatch in the main. Hydra Den. So this isn't a normal build from the Zerg either. But considering the Terran's only on one base, the Zerg doesn't need to feel like they need to take their third base. So the hatch in the main makes a lot of sense here. Maybe the Hydras, not Lurker, maybe it's just like a Hydra thing to counter mech play. Because it looked like the Terran was going to go mech, but Terran is moving out here with M&M, so Hydras aren't actually going to be that strong here. Okay, alright. Something funny's happening. First of all, there is a science vessel out. Like I was saying, that's what the science facility is for, but we have covert ops. This is what you use to build ghosts and a nuclear silo. Okay, so we're going to have a nuke rush from the Terran. That's exactly what that was. So that just went up the tech tree very, very quickly. Barracks, factory, starport, science facility, covert ops, nuclear silo. So we're going to have a nuke rush here. And Zerg putting down some more sunken colonies. Unfortunately, sunken colonies are not how you hold nukes. That's, static D is what the nukes are designed to kill. And it looks like the Hydras were trying to counter a mech build, but the minute Zerg figured out Terran was not doing a mech build, we have a bunch of Mutalisks started. So the Mutas are a little bit late here. I think if the Mutas were... if the Zerg had just gone into 2 or 3 hatch Muta without this kind of weird diversion, Terran might be in trouble getting this ghost picked off or something, but there's the nuclear missile getting started. We just have one ghost, so if Zerg can manage to pick that off with the Mutas, just like sniping High Templars, if you can snipe that ghost, that's really going to put a damper on Terran's plans. As Terran, I would definitely get a second ghost just as a backup. May as well. You're really putting a lot of money into this tech rush here, so you want to make sure it can work. So right now, M&M sitting outside of Zerg's base. Zerg is getting... There's a couple of Scourge here to pick off that science vessel. There's a good amount of Mutas. Ling Speed is also started. Ooh, the click. You heard the click, right? There's the sound. So if the Zerg was paying attention there, definitely heard the sound of the ghosts. She's going to know what's up. Mutas are going to be able to snipe that really easily, though. Just, boop. He lost one Muta doing it, but 100% worth it. And Terran's going to have to make another ghost here. It doesn't look like we're researching invisibility or anything, cloaking for the ghosts. They're just going to go right into it. And eBay started here. Mutas are going to do some counter push here. I think... No, the Terran doesn't have enough to bust this. Not with the Hydras and the Lings. But there's no... Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, there is no turrets at all. The eBay was so late, there's no turrets. So these Mutas are going to be able to just crush everything. I think the Terran's going to have to go all in and try to get that nuke set off. Now, I think, honestly, the Zerg could just target the nuclear silo. Like, it makes sense to kill the SCVs, but there's a nuke in here, so if you can kill that, then Terran's only counter to your, basically being ahead. If you kill all the SCVs, you're going to win, except we have a missile. So I think if the Mutas had actually killed the nuclear silo, this wouldn't work, but it looks like it is going to go down. And honestly, as a Zerg, I'd be kicking myself, because now this missile goes off.
Nuclear launch detected.
I mean, Mutas aren't good at killing buildings, but definitely could have. Now he's going to kill it, but it's far too late. Nice, I can't speak. What is this thing called? Protection on the ghost. And the nuke goes off. That's going to be the Sunkens busted. And the Marines are going to be able to get in here. That's so much damage already. Killed. Gonna kill the main hatch and get into the main here, or the natural hatch and get into the main here. It's just killing all the overlords, I suppose. Did kill 3 as they hatched. Mutas are gonna come back, but honestly, the fact that Terran is only on 2 SCVs makes this so much of an all-in. Nice defense matrices. I remember how to say it now. And the mutas are going to die, and now we're just a big army of M&Ms inside the Zerg's main, and it doesn't matter how few SCVs there are left because Zerg is going to lose all of their buildings. That D-Matrix lasting quite a while after the Science Vessel does go down. And this is going to be a Terran victory here. So there you guys go. There's some nukes in a TvZ. It's not completely unheard of, but pretty rare. Thanks for watching. GG's.